The day has finally arrived. Today, we will learn the secrets to my eyeliner. My foundation does not look like it matches at all, but in my mirror, it's actually darker than my body, so I can't win. I have my trusty mushroom mirror to help us out today, and this I can just store like that. Or I can put it towards the side of my face that I do not hate. Well, now I can't see. Sacrifices need to be made. So typically you see this little pocket right here. I mean, I know I have a lot of wrinkles. Ignore the wrinkles. Just look right here. I typically define that a bit with a brown shadow. I'm using this really beat up MAC shadow that my aunt got me for Christmas like 3 years ago. And we are just going to gently shade around that area. And admittedly, this does sometimes just look like dark circles, but if you have been following me for a while, you would know that I literally used to purposefully draw these like massive exaggerated dark circles, so even if this does look like that, I'm not complaining. If you see me doing weird things with my mouth all the time, it's because I'm nervous. Then I add a little bit of blush just to kind of make it more cohesive with the rest of my face. This is Essence the blush in Befitting. And then if too much of a certain color gets on this little part, just kind of wipe it away. Again, we're trying to avoid the dark circle look, but don't really care if it happens. You will notice that while I am raising my eyes, they are typical almond shape. I mean, granted, my scalp is kind of being pulled back right now, so I can't really fully relax. But when I relax, there is significantly less space than if I do this. See right at that corner? See how my eye skin, well, it's not exactly extremely hooded. There is still this eye skin right here that always gets in the way when I don't want it to. When we start with this bad boy, you will see me kind of over-exaggerate my wing till it's about right here, and then curve like this. And it'll make more sense when we see, but that is the key to my eyeliner. Starting at a mid to low point and then going up rather than going up and kind of just going straight. This is the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Liner Pen. This is my holy grail, and the pens last forever if you are willing to kind of clean those bristles because they can get a little gunked up. So taking this pen, do you see how fine this is? Look at that. Isn't that crazy? I'm just going to draw a teeny tiny triangle. Like that. I'm gonna do a pretty thin line up here. This is just to kind of set the tone for this little triangle spike. And admittedly, this will get thicker because I will mess up. Fun fact, I have already messed up. Okay, so then leave the front alone for now. So you're gonna wanna go like a fourth of the way. I'm just marking that as the place you wanna go. You do not have to mark it. I go about right here. And then I dip down a little bit. Ooh, this is so nerve-wracking. And then go up at the, like, slightest of angles. And again, will this change because I will mess up? Yeah. And then from there, and then just draw a line at any midpoint in your wing and draw to the end of your wing. Don't draw from the end of the wing and draw up. This just kind of helps avoid like a thick end. It'll be sharp rather than like a little blob, you know? So draw 2, and then up. And then as you learn your eye shape and learn to work with your eye, this will get exceedingly easier. I know basically just about where to end my wing in reference to where it's a wing and where it's on my eye. Because if you see, when I look at you, that fold goes right into that line. Now obviously this will not be the same for everyone. And then this is where we go back to the front of our eye. Just ever so carefully start to line your lashes. Now for my eye shape, my lashes right here go up a bit, kind of a downside of the almond-shaped eyes. I try and cut into my lash line with the eyeliner and make it so that it's as straight and as smooth of a transition into this bulk part of the eyeliner as possible, just so that when you look at my eye there's not like a little peak. This also makes it so that this isn't as dramatic of a slant downwards, it's more of like a gentle curve, but it does not always work out. And then once you get over this, I guess it's like a mid portion of your eye, don't feel like you have to follow your exact eye shape. If anything, you want to draw it out and see how that line is in reference to your wing. This just makes the whole connecting process easier. You don't have to like eyeball it, you know? And this little guy gets connected like that. And then you don't have to, but this is where I just fill in everything. Just so that I can tell what my eyeliner will actually look like and not have to guess based on a random placement of lines. My waterlines are pretty extended. This right around here is where they start. If I put eyeliner right here, it will be cried off immediately. So if you see this little gap here, it's not me trying to extend anything, or it's not me leaving like a doll eyeliner style gap. That's more down here. This is literally just because it will immediately get cried off. So now we have a pretty decent idea of how we're going to connect the wing to the eye. You can see there's a little bit of lumps, a little bit of bumps, but this is basically kind of the shape. So this is where I go off of the middle of my eye more rather than the wing. If the middle of the eye is solid, you won't end up with panda eyes because you can just have the wing follow, rather than if you kind of guesstimate with the wing, you could end up with panda eyes if you overestimate and have to draw this like really thick band. So I'm just going to even out this. I don't know if you see that divot right there. You could just leave it. I do not. And this is where that little curve technique comes in handy, because can't even tell. I'm gonna do the other eye real quick, and then I will come back and we can do little bottom faux lashes, and then we're done. Yeah, as I predicted, they extended and they got thicker, so we can't all be perfect. So for the little bottom lashes, I just do a little triangle extending out right where my waterline is. Another little one like that. Another little one right where the eyeliner kind of ends, where you first started your swoop. Teeny tiny little one. Sometimes I extend it to blend it. Today calls for that, I believe. But most of the time when I actually get it right, I do not. That mascara. For mascara, I use the Essence Lash Princess. Do your lower lashes and then take the end of the wand and just kind of rub along the ends, just to clump them a little. This also helps with blending those little triangles that we drew. And then for falsies, I don't know where I got these. They are probably Amazon lashes, considering the only other option would be TJ Maxx, and I think I threw away all my lashes from there because they're just so old. So yeah, chances are these are Amazon lashes. And then for lash glue, I use the strongest lash glue I've ever seen. This is the Faces Cosmetics Lash Adhesive in Clear. I am all over the place, so I do not trust myself to use black lash adhesive. But yeah, this stuff, your lashes aren't going anywhere. When I do lashes, I never apply them all the way over here because then I will be stabbed the entirety of the day, and it is never fun and never enjoyable, and I always want to tear my skin off my face. So instead, I always try to apply them right here and then use my natural lashes to kind of blend them in. And while I don't really do mascara faces, false lash faces are something I cannot avoid. And you see how the lashes are shorter right here? When I just add more mascara right there, it'll blend it right in. And I always pinch the lashes to my natural lashes just so they're not sticking straight up, and they also blend more that way. I never really use an eyelash curler, so I just pinch. And while that dries, and to kind of unclump them, I take whatever's around. Today it was a bobby pin. I'll just kind of poke at it till it kind of separates. You do want some clump, but not a ton. So yeah, basically for lashes, just a combination of pinching and random poking to try and adjust them where I want them to be. I also push the lashes into where I want them to be. I never just like set it and leave it. I always just kind of like force them in, which sounds mildly horrifying now that I'm explaining it out loud. You just have to be careful that you don't try and shove the lash into your eye. And then for lips, I will just use this ColourPop Lippy pencil in Beeper. And I will drop every other lippy pencil that I own. And it is no secret that I overline, so I don't want to see anyone bullying me, because that is very rude. I'm almost kind of tempted to leave it like this. Like fill it in. Maybe like a light outline. Nothing too crazy. I like that. I think I just figured something out. This is just me double checking what I've done in the mirror so that I don't go to edit this YouTube video and instantly need to reshoot everything and therefore ruin my life. I believe we are done. This is my typical eyeliner. This is my, what do you call it? E-girl thick. Always one of my top comments on TikTok is, you really think we're gonna learn something from like a 10-second, 15-second video that's like whizzing by? I know, but TikTok will not push my videos if it is over like 15 seconds. I don't know why. I'm innocent in this situation. But now I have something to redirect people to kind of give a better explanation. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned. I hope this is a decent tutorial, and I hope to see you soon when I do my other countless weird eyeliner tutorials. Peace.